We're trying to find the rate of change of this graph. And remember, when we're dealing with graphs, we are dealing with rise over run. And remember, rise is how much you go up or down. Run is how much you go left or right. Now, we can pick any two of these points. And what we want to do is we want to make a triangle between them. I always like to start at the farthest left point. I can pick this one. I can pick this one. It doesn't really matter. But I like to start at the farthest left point. And then I like to get closer to the next point. So I'm going to go down like this until I'm even with that point. Let me make sure you can see the line there. And then I'm going to go over. Now, I made a triangle. Again, I could have picked this point. I could have picked these 2 points. It doesn't matter as long as you simplify correctly. Now, rise is how much you go down or up. I'm going to count the number of squares. I need to check my scale. Make sure I go up by ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I went over 2. Now, there's 2 ways to do this. We can say rise over run, or we can recognize that it's actually, as we move left to right, it's going down. And we started down. So this was actually a negative. We went down. Now, my rise over run, my rise is actually -6. I went down. And I know that sounds weird, rise is going up, but when we talk about slope, rise can go up or down. And I ran 2. Now, I can simplify this. The number that goes into both of them is positive 2. If I do -6 divided by 2, I get -3 over 1 divided by 2 divided by 2. Let me write that out for you. Now, -3 divided by positive 1 gives you a -3. So if you made a mistake here, it's because maybe you didn't recognize that it was a negative or you didn't simplify. So make sure, if we go left to right and it goes down, so if you're riding a bike and you're going downhill, it's going to be negative. So our rate of change for this graph is -3.